God says, "You have been given a lot of money, but if you don't listen carefully before tonight at 11:59 p.m., you won't receive the money and you will miss out." Don't skip. Listen. Stop scrolling. This is not just a warning. This is an appointment with your breakthrough. If you walk away right now, you could be turning your back on the very moment you've been praying for. What I am about to say is not random, not empty, not for someone else. It is for you. This is the hour where everything shifts. Before the clock strikes 11:59 p.m. tonight, something will be decided in the spirit realm concerning you. And if your heart isn't open, if your ears aren't listening, you will miss it. This isn't just about money. It's about destiny. Comment Amen if your spirit receives this. When I say you've been given a lot of money, I don't just mean paper and coins. I mean provision. I mean the resources that were meant to build, bless, and break the chains in your life and in others. I have placed it into your future, waiting for your obedience, your faith, your listening ear. But here's the truth. If you walk in pride, if you ignore the prompting I'm giving you right now, you will not step into it. You'll feel the absence of something that was meant to be yours. That's why this moment matters more than you know. You have cried for increase. You have asked me for doors to open. You have fasted, prayed, and believed. And now I, the Lord your God, am telling you clearly. The answer is near. The breakthrough is within reach. But the promise always walks hand in hand with obedience. If you ignore my voice before midnight, you may watch what could have been yours pass into someone else's hands. Comment 1111 if you believe this word is for you. There are some moments when heaven is looking down, waiting for you to move, and this is one of them. The angels have already been dispatched. The assignment is written. The provision is already stored. I am not preparing to bless you. I have already blessed you. But whether you receive it depends on what you choose to do now. Will you harden your heart or lean in and listen? You have asked for financial freedom. You've wanted to bless your family, break out of debt, give to the poor, and sow into the kingdom. I have heard every whisper of those prayers. But I'm not giving you money just for comfort. I'm giving you stewardship. I'm giving you seed that was meant to multiply. But you must not play with sacred things. The enemy would love for you to skip this, to scroll past, to say, "This isn't for me." But if only you could see what I've been orchestrating behind the scenes. Before 11:59 p.m. tonight, something will be determined. This isn't superstition. This is spiritual. This is my timing aligning with your obedience. There is a window, and it is narrow. And if you wait too long, it will close. That's why I'm calling you now with urgency and love. You are not too late, but you cannot delay. Like the 5 wise virgins in my word, be ready with oil in your lamp, not scrambling when the door shuts. I know you felt forgotten at times. You've wondered if I really saw you, but I have. I saw every tear, every dollar stretched, every night you stayed awake wondering if things would ever change. And now I am speaking as your father, your provider, your defender. I am moving, and you are not excluded. You are chosen, you are loved, and I am drawing near to you, but I need you to draw near to me. This moment isn't about fear. It's about invitation. I don't want you to be anxious. I want you to be aware. I want you to know that I care so deeply that I'm giving you this message now. Because when the hour comes, I want you to have ears that heard and a heart that responded. You don't have to figure it all out. You just have to listen, obey, and stay close. And yes, if this word is confirming something in your spirit already, go ahead and like this video to mark this moment. Some of you have dreams that have sat dormant for years. You've seen others rise while you've been buried. But burial isn't always the end. Sometimes it's the beginning. A seed must go into the ground to grow. You were never being buried. You were being planted. And now the rain is coming, the season is shifting, and your harvest is near. But hear me clearly. You cannot delay your obedience. Timing is everything. Tonight, by 11:59 p.m., I will be moving, I will be watching, not with wrath, but with hope. Hope that you will respond, that you will say yes, that you will believe me more than your fear, more than your doubt, more than your past, because I am not limited by what has happened before. I am the God who makes rivers in the desert and roads in the wilderness. I do not need perfect conditions. I only need your yes. Some of you are carrying shame that has kept you from receiving. You've told yourself you're not worthy of a financial breakthrough. You've believed the lies of lack, scarcity, and unworthiness. But I say to you, I have never seen the righteous forsaken or their seed begging for bread. I am Jehovah Jireh. I am your shepherd. You shall not want. This promise isn't based on your perfection. It's based on my love. But listen closely. Disobedience delays destiny. When I speak, it is not to control you, it is to bless you. When I warn, it is not to scare you, it is to save you. This money that has been assigned to you has purpose. It carries freedom, healing, and impact. But if you do not listen now, if you delay or harden your heart, it may pass by. Like the rich young ruler who walked away sad, holding on to his possessions, some hold on to fear and lose the kingdom. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. I don't want that for you. I want you to walk in abundance. I want you to overflow so much that others are fed from your life. I want you to see that my blessings are not just enough, they are more than enough. But the gate you must walk through is trust. That's what this moment is about. Will you trust me when it matters most? Will you trust me with the timing, with the sacrifice, with your future? I am not asking you to be perfect. I'm asking you to be present. Present in this moment. Present with your faith. Present in listening to me before the time passes. You have no idea how much I've been protecting you. You didn't see the traps I cleared. You didn't feel the destruction I held back. But I did it. And now, I am telling you to prepare. Because what's coming will require readiness, not resistance. Comment 222 if you trust what I'm saying to you right now. I see you, even if no one else does. Even if the world has overlooked you, I never have. I have been waiting for this very moment to call you higher. To remind you that you are not forgotten. You are not small in my eyes. You are not powerless. You are not cursed. You are not stuck. You are loved. You are seen. You are valuable. And yes, I have chosen you for this. The door is still open, but it won't stay open forever. Just like in the days of Noah, the time came when the rain started and the door was sealed. Many laughed, scoffed, and mocked until it was too late. Don't be like them. Listen now. Move now. Pray now. Prepare now. Because what I am releasing before 11:59 p.m. is not ordinary. It is divine. It is appointed. And it is for you. I haven't overlooked your tears. And I haven't forgotten the promise I made over your life. That promise is still alive. But I need you to understand what I'm doing now. This is not a random word. This is a moment that heaven has been waiting for. And if you ignore it, what was meant to bless you could pass you by. Comment 333 to declare your faith in this promise. This isn't just about money. This is about a shift in your life. Money is part of it, yes. But the money I'm speaking of is tied to a mission. It's tied to a purpose. It's meant to fund something greater than comfort. It's meant to elevate the work of your hands, to answer the prayers of others through your obedience. I'm not just giving you wealth, I'm trusting you with influence. I'm releasing opportunity, but I cannot do that while you are still doubting whether or not this is real. It is real. I am real. And this timing is real. Some of you are one act of obedience away from stepping into a financial release you never thought was possible. You've been operating in lack for so long that you've begun to believe it's your portion. But that's not what I declared over you. I called you blessed. I called you fruitful. I called you the head and not the tail. I called you above and not beneath. The enemy has tried to steal your identity by attacking your provision. But I'm coming to restore what was lost, and even greater. Before 11:59 p.m., I am stirring something in your spirit. A new awareness, a deeper sensitivity. I am drawing your eyes back to me, not to the world. The world says, earn it, strive, fight for it. But I say, receive it, trust, walk with me. Because I do not need you to break yourself trying to make it happen. I need you to rest in my instruction. My word says in Proverbs 10:22, the blessing of the Lord makes rich, and he adds no sorrow with it. If it is wearing you down, it is not from me. I have already assigned the provision. I have already released the resource. What I need from you is your response. I know what you need before you ask, but I still ask you to seek, to knock, to listen. Because when you draw near to me, I draw near to you. I long to be close to you. I long to guide you. I long to be the voice that speaks louder than fear, louder than worry, louder than the lies that have circled your mind for years. I am still your God, and I am not done with you. You keep asking me for confirmation, and yet I've been confirming it again and again. Through dreams, through moments, through people, through words like this. You feel it, even now. That stirring in your spirit is not emotional hype. It is my spirit speaking directly to your heart. Do not harden your heart. Do not let doubt win, because this moment will not repeat itself in the same way. This is a unique window, and what you do before 11:59 p.m. will echo far beyond tonight. I want you to picture it. What would your life look like if you fully received everything I've prepared for you? What would change if the resources, relationships, and revelations I've aligned for you came into your life tonight? Would you be ready? Would you have the faith to step into it, or would you talk yourself out of it? This is why I need you to tune your heart to mine, not just for what I will give you, but for who I am to you. I am not your backup plan. I am your source. There have been nights where you questioned if I was listening, but I was. There were moments when you felt forgotten, but I was carrying you. Even in your mistakes, I did not abandon you. Even when you walked away, I stood close, waiting for you to turn around. And now, you're here. At the moment of divine decision, will you trust me now, not just when things make sense, but when they don't? Because that's when faith is faith. When you say yes, even when everything else says no. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. I am not asking you to figure out the full path. I am only asking you to take the next step. For some of you, that means letting go of the fear that has ruled your finances. For others, it means forgiving the one who hurt you, because bitterness is blocking your breakthrough. And for others, it's simply choosing to believe that I haven't forgotten you, that I still have more for you, that I am not limited by your bank account, your past decisions, or your current surroundings. Comment 555 if you receive this in your spirit. You were never meant to walk this road alone. You were never meant to carry the weight of your calling by yourself. That's why I keep showing up in your life. Not to impress you, but to walk with you. To be your anchor when everything feels unstable. To be your peace when storms rage. To be your father when you feel lost. And now, as your father, I'm telling you, listen before the time runs out. Tonight is not just another night. It is a divine invitation, a window of release, a moment of alignment. The hour is late and time is moving, but you still have this chance, you still have this moment. Will you respond, or will you watch this moment slip through your hands? I've assigned angels to guard the word I've spoken over you. I've cleared paths you didn't even know were blocked. I've removed people who were sent to distract you from what I'm building. And I've protected your purpose when it could have been destroyed. So don't think I won't finish what I started. I will, but I want you to walk with me as I do it. I want you to be part of it. Not just a witness, a vessel. Because there's something I'm about to release, something with your name on it, but I will not force it into your life if you keep ignoring my voice. My blessing always comes wrapped in instruction, and I will not bless rebellion. There is a reason I told you about the money, not to excite your flesh, but to wake up your spirit. That money is already yours in heaven. It has been assigned. It's not just wealth, it's provision for the purpose I placed inside you. It's strategy, it's vision, it's opportunity. But I cannot pour it out fully if your heart isn't in position. I don't just look at hands, I look at posture. I look at faith, and I listen for obedience. That's why this hour matters more than you know. You've been walking through a season where it feels like things aren't breaking open. You've prayed and waited and still the ground hasn't moved. But I tell you now, that hard ground is beginning to shake. What felt stuck is about to shift. But here's the truth. Some doors don't open just because you knock. Some doors open when you obey. This word, this exact moment, is that door. If you listen now, before 11:59 p.m., the locks will come off. There are people who miss their blessing not because they were bad, but because they were distracted. Don't let that be you. Don't let the noise of this world drown out what my spirit is whispering to you. The enemy is subtle. He won't always try to destroy you with obvious sin. Sometimes he'll just make you too busy, too doubtful, too skeptical, too hurt. He'll convince you to delay. But my timing won't wait on hesitation. Faith is about movement. Delayed obedience is still disobedience. I gave you that idea, that dream, that desire, and I know it feels like it's been sitting idle. But now I'm sending the resource to fund it. Yes, the money is part of it, but I'm also sending the right people, the right opportunities, the right timing. All of this is wrapped in this one moment of decision. Will you believe that I'm really speaking to you, or will you pass it off as coincidence? Comment 1212 if you feel this is confirming something you've been sensing. When my people wandered in the wilderness, I fed them. Manna came from heaven, quail rained down, water flowed from rocks. I provided when it didn't make sense, and I can still do that for you. But here's what they missed. They didn't listen when I told them it was time to move forward, so they stayed in the wilderness longer than they had to. Don't repeat their mistake. I am providing, but I am also leading. The money coming into your life is not just survival, it's assignment. There are some of you reading this who have been holding back. You feel me, but you're hesitant. Maybe it's because of what people have done to you. Maybe it's because you've been disappointed before. You think, what if I believe again and nothing happens? But child, I need you to know I'm not people. I don't lie. I don't tease your heart. I don't make promises just to break them. If I said I'd do it, I will. But you have to meet me in the moment I've prepared. Let me remind you, I am not limited by your job. I am not limited by the economy. I am not limited by inflation, bank accounts, or background. When I move with power. I fed thousands with a few loaves of bread. I canceled debts in a moment. I caused fish to jump into empty nets, and I am still that same God today. But my miracles flow through faith, not fear. If you're still waiting for the perfect conditions, you'll miss the window. Because this blessing won't come by logic, it will come by listening. And yes, it will take courage. But haven't I already carried you through things far worse? Haven't I already made ways where there were none? You're not here by accident. You've been preserved for this. Some of you were supposed to lose your minds, but you didn't. That was me. Some of you were supposed to die in the accident, in the sickness, in the depression, but I pulled you through. That wasn't luck. That was divine protection. I covered you when you didn't even know how much danger you were in, because I knew there was more ahead. And now that more is knocking. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You've been asking for signs, and here it is. You've been praying for answers, and this is one of them. What happens next in your life depends on how you respond now. Don't reason your way out of it. Don't tell yourself this sounds too good to be true. I am not trying to impress you. I am trying to prepare you. Because if you're not ready, the blessing won't bless you, it will bury you. Comment 777 if your spirit is open and you are receiving this now. The reason I'm being so clear is because I don't want you to be confused. I want you to know that this moment is from me. I want you to know that what's been blocked is about to open. That the money I've set aside for you is not for show, it's for purpose. That your story is about to shift. That the struggle will not define your next chapter. That the tears you cried in secret were seen. That I have kept a record. And now, reward is coming. Not because you earned it, but because you stayed faithful. You could have walked away. You could have given up. You could have stopped believing. But something in you held on, even if it was just by a thread. And that thread was enough. That mustard seed was enough. Now I'm about to show you what happens when you dare to believe, even when nothing makes sense. But hear me again, the decision must be made before 11:59 p.m. That's not just a number, it's a marker in the spirit. After that, what I've prepared for this specific time will shift. That doesn't mean I won't bless you again, but this release, this portion, this opportunity is specific to now. That's why the enemy is fighting you so hard. That's why the doubt feels louder. He knows what's on the line. That's why I'm urging you, listen carefully. Don't take this lightly. You are standing at the edge of something sacred, the kind of moment people miss because they're too distracted. But not you. Not this time. I've brought you too far for you to miss what I'm about to do. You've been chosen to carry something heavy. You felt it for a while, the weight of a calling you didn't ask for, the burden of dreams too big for your surroundings. That's not in your head. That's me. I placed that inside of you. I entrusted you with that vision. And now I'm aligning the provision to match what I've planted. That money I spoke of, it's not just to rescue you from struggle, it's to launch you into your calling. You were never meant to just survive. You were meant to lead, to lift others, to build what others only dream about. I know you've had days where it felt like nothing was moving, like your prayers hit the ceiling, like the promises were for everyone else but you. But I've been watching you hold on. I've seen your private faithfulness. I've watched you honor me even when it hurt. I've heard every yes you whispered when no one else saw. And I tell you now, I am not unjust. I will not forget your labor, your tears, your trust. Your reward is not lost. It is right on time. Comment 999 if you believe God's timing is perfect for your life. What's happening before 11:59 p.m. is bigger than what your eyes can measure. You think you're just waiting for money, but I'm setting up something that will change generations. The resources I'm releasing will reach beyond your hands. They will free your children from the cycles you fought. They will fund ideas that will touch lives you've never met. But it all starts here with one decision to trust me now. One decision to say, God, I'm listening. You see, the enemy doesn't fight what isn't a threat. The reason it's been hard lately is because you're getting close. You've felt pressure increase, emotions flare up, unexpected delays. But that's not the end, that's the indicator. Pressure comes before breakthrough. Resistance comes before release. The enemy knows what's coming, and he's trying to wear you down just before the gates open. But I will not let you fall. I will not let this be your ending. Some of you are thinking, but I've made too many mistakes. I've missed my chance. Listen to me, you cannot mess up what I've already covered with grace. I'm not here to condemn you. I'm here to restore you. My blood didn't just forgive your sins, it redeemed your future. And your future still holds power, still holds promise, still holds provision. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for surrender. I know you've lost some things along the way, relationships, time, opportunities, but nothing that slipped through your fingers has escaped. My hand, I hold it all, and I know how to restore what was lost, renew what was broken, and revive what seemed dead. I'm not just bringing you into blessing, I'm restoring years. That's my promise in Joel 2:25. I will restore to you the years the locust has eaten. Your lost time is not wasted. Your tears have watered the ground for the harvest that's coming. This is why I need you alert. This is why I've been tugging at your heart so strongly. Because this opportunity will require you to be fully present, fully engaged, fully trusting. If you sleep through it spiritually, you may wake up wondering why nothing changed. But if you respond now, if you lean into me, if you stay open before 11:59 p.m., you'll step into something you didn't even think was possible for someone like you. Comment 1010 if you're ready for restoration and new beginnings. There are people connected to your obedience. You may not know their names, but your yes will unlock their freedom. The money I'm about to release is part of a larger plan. You've been asking me to use you. This is how it starts. I won't just bless you for you, I will bless you to be a blessing. What flows into your life is meant to flow through your life. That's kingdom living. That's legacy. That's why I've been preparing you, pruning you, humbling you. So when it comes, you'll handle it well. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer, now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Some of you feel unqualified. But I never called the qualified. I qualify the called. Moses stuttered. David was overlooked. Esther was afraid. Peter was impulsive. Paul was a persecutor. And I used them all. I'm not intimidated by your past, and I'm not surprised by your weakness. I chose you knowing everything about you. I see beyond your flaws and failures. I see your heart. And that heart is ready now. You keep waiting for someone else to believe in you. But I already do. I believed in you when you didn't believe in yourself. I knew who you were when others only saw your mistakes. And now, I'm asking you to believe in me the way I've believed in you, to take this word seriously, to let go of your doubt, to silence the voice that says, "This isn't for me." It is. It's been for you the whole time. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to trust me before the hour closes. Because this moment is an invitation to more, not more stress, not more striving, but more of me, more peace, more provision, more clarity, more power. I'm not just sending money, I'm sending me. I am your greatest gift. And where I am, everything else follows. Don't let this slip by. Don't reason your way out of faith. Don't wait for tomorrow. Today is the day. Tonight is the hour. I'm offering something holy, something eternal, something rare, and I want you to have it. But your response is what opens the door. Say yes. Stay present. Stay open. Stay expectant. I am not done writing your story. In fact, the best chapter is about to begin. And I'm not speaking in riddles. I'm being as plain as I can because time is short. Before 11:59 p.m. tonight, I need your heart fully open. I need your spirit to respond. Because what I've prepared for you is heavy with blessing, and only those who listen will be able to carry it. There is favor waiting with your name on it. There is increase already written into your future. But you must step out of hesitation and step into trust. I'm not calling you to figure everything out, I'm calling you to follow. When I called Abraham, I didn't give him a map, I gave him a word. And with nothing more than a promise, he moved. That same promise is alive for you right now. A promise that if you trust me, I'll take you to a place you've never been, but always longed for. Comment 1515 if you're ready to move with faith and not fear. You've been asking for a breakthrough, but what you don't realize is that you're standing in the middle of it. This is the beginning of something new. I have assigned miracles to meet your movement, but if you stay still, they stay waiting. The woman with the issue of blood didn't get healed by sitting in her pain, she moved through the crowd. Blind Bartimaeus didn't get his sight by staying quiet, he cried out, when others told him to be silent. This is your moment to move, to speak, to act, to believe. The money that's been spoken over your life isn't random. It's part of my divine plan. It's coming to fund healing, freedom, purpose, and restoration. It's not just for you, it's through you. I've seen your heart. I know you don't want to just build comfort. You want to build the kingdom, and that's exactly who I'm looking to bless. Not those chasing riches, but those ready to steward them with honor. And you, yes, you, are one I can trust. You've cried over bills, you've wrestled with financial stress, but even in your lowest, you stayed generous. You gave when it hurt. You helped others even when you were empty. And I took note. I never miss a sacrifice. I never overlook faithfulness. And now I'm answering, not just to meet your need, but to exceed it. My word says in Luke 6:38, "Give, and it shall be given to you, good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over." That's what I'm releasing, a running over blessing. But you must not ignore this moment. So many people miss their miracle because they treat my voice like noise. They say, "I'll respond later," but later turns into never. You've asked me to be clear, and I am being clear. I'm speaking to you now, not to scare you, but to rescue you from missing something sacred. There are things in motion you can't see, doors that will open or close based on what you do before this day ends. That's why I said 11:59 p.m., because that's the line in the sand. Comment 1717 if you know God's word is right on time for you. There's nothing too hard for me. I created the heavens with a word. I breathed stars into existence. I formed you in your mother's womb with intention. So, do you really think blessing you is difficult for me? It's not. What I'm waiting on isn't the strength of my hand, it's the readiness of your heart. I won't pour new wine into old wineskins. I won't place abundance into the hands of those still bound by fear. So, I'm pruning you. Not to punish, but to prepare. I'm calling you out of small thinking. You've been seeing yourself through the lens of your mistakes, your lack, your limits. But I see you through the lens of your purpose. I see what I placed in you before time began. You're more capable than you think. You're stronger than you feel. You're more chosen than you realize. And yes, you're called to carry more. I will stretch you, but I will also sustain you. You will not break under the blessing I'm sending. You will rise with it. You will walk into rooms you never imagined. You will sit at tables you didn't qualify for in the world's eyes. But I qualify whom I call. Don't disqualify yourself. Don't let shame steal what grace has already covered. Your past is not your prison. It's the testimony that will magnify my glory when people see what I've done in your life. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. The enemy has tried to silence you. He's tried to wear you down with battles that feel endless. But what he doesn't understand is that every time you got up again, you were building spiritual muscle. Every time you praised me in pain, you were planting seeds. Every hallelujah through tears was watering your future. And now harvest is close. This is not where you lose. This is where you level up. Tonight is not just a deadline, it's a doorway. What waits on the other side of your obedience will shift everything. You won't just see a financial release. You'll see healing in places you forgot needed healing. You'll see peace in areas where you've only known stress. You'll see divine acceleration. What should have taken 10 years will unfold in 1. But it hinges on this. Will you listen? Will you act? Will you believe? I will never force you. That's not how I work. But I will draw you. I will speak. I will show you signs. I will place words like this in front of you so your heart has every chance to say yes. Because I love you too much to let you miss what's coming. And I know how tired you are. I know the weight has been heavy. But I promise you what's ahead is worth every step, every battle, every sleepless night. So don't stop now. Don't give up now. You are closer than you've ever been. If you knew what I was about to do, you would stop doubting and start dancing. You would stop worrying and start worshiping. I'm not teasing you with hope. I'm fulfilling what I've spoken. You may not have seen the full picture yet, but you're about to. I'm about to make rivers in your desert. I'm about to bring light into your darkest places. I'm about to turn mourning into dancing. The money is part of it, yes, but the true miracle is the shift that's happening in your soul. You are being prepared to walk in freedom, power, and purpose. That kind of endurance hasn't gone unnoticed. I've been with you every step. Even when you felt alone, I was guiding your steps. Even in the silence, I was speaking to your heart. And now, child, I'm telling you again, don't miss what I've prepared for you before 11:59 p.m. There is something sacred about this moment. It's not just another message. It's not just emotional talk. This is spiritual instruction. I'm pointing you to the place of your release. I'm asking for your attention, not to control you, but to position you. Because what I'm releasing is not just about solving a problem, it's about shifting your life. This is destiny. This is divine alignment. And this is me, your God, drawing you in with urgency because what's at stake is far too valuable to ignore. Comment Amen if your heart is open and you receive what God is speaking right now. There are blessings that have been held in place until your heart was ready, not because I was withholding from you, but because I was protecting you. What I'm about to give you carries weight. It brings responsibility. It brings influence. And I didn't want the gift to crush you. I wanted to prepare you so that when the release comes, you'll be strong enough to carry it, wise enough to steward it, and humble enough to give me the glory. You've been in a pruning season, and I know it hasn't been easy. You've lost things. People have walked away. Opportunities closed. Doors you thought would stay open slammed shut. And it felt like rejection, but it was protection. You couldn't take that baggage with you into the next place. You couldn't bring those distractions into the new territory. What looked like loss was actually me making room. Now, the room is ready, and so are you. That's why I'm bringing this message to you so clearly. You've been asking, Lord, when will it be my time? This is it. This is your moment. I'm placing the opportunity in front of you, the favor, the provision, the strategy, the right voices, the open door. It's all coming together, but your response will determine what unfolds next. I will not force it. I will not push you. I'm inviting you. Some of you have been afraid to receive. Deep down you wonder if it's really for you. You've seen others walk into blessing, but when it comes to you, you hesitate. You tell yourself it's not your turn yet, or maybe that you're not ready. But I say to you, enough with the doubt. I have made you ready. I have brought you through the fire and refined you. I have built strength in your spirit. You are more prepared than you realize. Comment 222 if you choose to trust God's timing over your own fears. This blessing I'm releasing is more than financial, it's freedom. Freedom from fear, freedom from lack, freedom from cycles that have kept you bound. I want you to breathe again. I want you to live, not just survive. I want you to wake up with peace, not panic. I want you to rest, knowing that I, your Father, have made provision for every step ahead. I've already gone before you. I've already cleared the path. And now I'm asking you to walk forward without looking back. You've spent too long doubting your place in my story, but you belong here. You're not an outsider. You're not barely making it. You're not forgotten. I've chosen you. I've called you. I've anointed you. And I've assigned this moment to bring you out of the shadows and into the light. I'm about to pour out so much favor on your life that people will wonder how it happened so fast. And when they ask, you'll tell them it was me. This moment is not just personal, it's generational. What you step into tonight will ripple through your family. I'm breaking generational poverty. I'm breaking fear that's been passed down. I'm stopping the patterns that kept your parents bound. I'm reversing the curses, and it begins with you. Your yes will change everything, not just for you, but for those who come after you. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The enemy has tried to convince you that you'll always live with just enough, but I'm the God of more than enough. I don't do just barely, I do overflow. I do pressed down, shaken together, running over. But I only give overflow to hearts that are ready to pour. And I know your heart. I know you want to give, to bless, to heal, to build, to honor me with everything you receive. That's why you're the one I've chosen to carry this. You don't have to compare yourself to anyone else. You don't have to wonder if you're as gifted or as ready or as spiritual. I'm not measuring you against anyone else. I'm measuring your faith. And even if it's just a mustard seed, that's enough for me to move. I've moved mountains before with smaller faith than yours, and I'm about to move again. You've been faithful in the dark. You've worshipped with empty hands. You've served when no one clapped for you. You've stood in rooms feeling unseen and still chose to believe. And now, I'm bringing you into a season where the seeds you planted in tears will bloom in joy. The dry ground is breaking, the heavens are opening, and your name has been called for release. But remember, this is time sensitive. There is a reason I've said before 11:59 p.m. That's not to make you anxious, it's to make you alert. Because this is not a word to shelve for later. This is an instruction for now. This is a response I'm asking you to make while the window is open. After that, the window will shift. The season will move. And what I had aligned for this specific time may be reassigned if it's not received. I love you too much to let you miss this and say nothing. That's why I've been so loud in your spirit. That's why you keep seeing confirmation after confirmation. That's why this word feels different. Because it is. It's divine, it's timely, and it's yours. Let your heart stay soft. Let your faith rise. Don't worry about how it's all going to happen, just trust that I'm the one who makes it happen. I've never failed you, I've never abandoned you, and I'm not about to start now. I will finish what I started in you. And when I bless you, it will be clear to everyone that it was the hand of God. You are still in my hands, the same hands that formed you, the same hands that parted the sea for my people, the same hands that raised Jesus from the grave. And those hands are moving in your life right now. But I need you to listen before 11:59 p.m. because what's coming next depends on what you choose to do now. This is not a time to be passive. This is not the hour to second-guess what you've already felt, me confirming in your spirit. You know this word is speaking directly to you. You know something has been stirring inside you from the first moment you heard it. That stirring is me. That urgency you feel, it's divine. It's a call to attention. Because what I'm about to release will not wait on delay. The blessing is scheduled, the favor is ready, but it cannot be forced. It must be received. Comment 1111 if you believe this moment is an appointed time from God. You've been preparing without even knowing it. The trials, the lessons, the disappointments, all of it has built a foundation in you that can now hold the weight of what I'm releasing. I never waste pain. I never allow struggle without purpose. Every moment the enemy tried to use against you, I've turned around to strengthen you. That's why you're still standing. Not because you had all the answers, but because I've been keeping you. And now I'm ready to reveal what I've been saving. The money I've spoken of is not coming from man, it's coming through me. I am your source, and when I bless, no one can block it. But understand this, I bless in order. I bless in alignment. And that's what this moment is about. I'm not just trying to change your situation, I'm trying to align your life with my purpose. Because once things come into alignment, overflow follows, clarity follows, joy follows, stability follows, and yes, provision follows. But if you allow fear to speak louder than my voice, you may step out of position. Don't let fear rob you. Don't let doubt convince you that you've missed too much. I restore time. I redeem lost moments. I make up for what the enemy stole. But I can only do that if you're willing to move when I say move. That's why I've placed this word in front of you now. You didn't come across it by accident. I orchestrated this because I want you to receive what's next. You've seen others walk into blessing and wondered when it would be your turn. You've clapped for others while quietly asking me, Lord, what about me? And I've heard every whisper. I've watched your humility. I've seen how you supported others even when you were empty. And now, I'm saying, it's your turn. This is your moment. But not because of works, because of grace, because I love you, because I've chosen you, because I see something in you the world overlooked. Comment Amen if you believe your name is on what God is releasing. There is no lack in heaven. There is no shortage in my kingdom. What I give you does not take away from someone else. I'm not choosing between you and them. I have more than enough for everyone. But the ones who receive are those who respond. That's why I keep repeating myself, not because I'm unsure, but because I want you to be sure. I want your faith to rise above your fear. I want you to stop second-guessing the promise I made over your life. I'm not asking you to chase money, I'm asking you to chase me. Because when you seek first my kingdom, all these things, yes, including the provision you've been asking for, will be added to you. That's my promise in Matthew 6:33. I'm not dangling blessing in front of you like bait. I'm offering it to you as a father. But I give it to those who are ready to carry it with honor, who will give me glory for it, who will not forget me once they have what they prayed for. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. And I know your heart. I know you won't forget me. I know you'll worship me whether the account is full or empty. That's why I'm trusting you with more, because you didn't wait until you saw it to believe me. You believed before the breakthrough. You believed in the middle of the struggle, and that kind of faith always moves. My heart, there are divine connections being formed on your behalf right now. People you haven't met yet, opportunities you haven't seen yet, open doors that seemed impossible just days ago. I'm making them happen. But I'm not just making it happen around you. I'm making it happen in you. I'm building your confidence. I'm restoring your joy. I'm sharpening your discernment. Because the blessing isn't just something you receive, it's something you grow into. This is why the timeline matters. Why I've given you this hour. Because what I'm doing isn't random, it's strategic. And there is a window open in the spirit that must be honored. After 11:59 p.m., the window will shift. Not out of punishment, but because I'm a God of order. I operate in seasons, I move with purpose, and I want you to receive what is perfectly timed, not what is forced or delayed. You don't need to feel perfect to respond. You just need to be willing to believe that I am who I say I am. Willing to let go of the doubts that have followed you for years. Willing to say yes even when it feels uncomfortable. Because your yes in this moment could unlock everything. It could be the very act of faith that triggers the release you've been praying for. I've seen how strong you've tried to be. Carrying everything in silence. Putting on a brave face while feeling like you're breaking inside. You felt unseen, unheard, unnoticed, but I notice. I see you. And more than that, I'm with you, right now, in this very moment, speaking to your heart, lifting your spirit, preparing your path. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are mine. Let this moment be the one that changes everything. Let this be the hour where your faith rises, where you stop waiting to feel ready and just say, God, I trust you. That's all I need. I'll take care of the rest. I'll open what needs to be opened. I'll close what needs to be closed. I'll shift what needs to be shifted. You just stay close. Stay listening. Stay believing. Because this window of time is more important than you realize. I'm not speaking in riddles. I'm being as clear as I can because I love you too much to stay silent. Before the clock turns to 11:59 p.m., there is something you must hear, something you must know. You are on the edge of a divine release, and whether you step into it depends on what you do right now. I want you to slow down and breathe in this moment. Let everything else fade. I'm speaking to you, and I want your heart to be still enough to receive it. I don't want you to miss this. I don't want you to carry the weight you were never meant to carry anymore. I don't want you to live another day in fear of lack, fear of failure, or fear of being forgotten, because I am here, and I have not left you. I never have. Comment 333 if you feel the Holy Spirit tugging on your heart right now. You may feel like nothing is changing around you, but I want you to know that I've already begun shifting things. Just because you don't see it yet doesn't mean I'm not working. I work in silence sometimes. I work in the unseen. I shape things behind the curtain of time so that when you step into the moment, everything is already prepared. That's what I'm doing now, preparing what your faith has believed for and what your obedience will unlock. You've been asking for confirmation, and here it is. You've asked me to make it obvious, and I'm making it as clear as light. This is the hour where everything shifts if you trust me enough to listen. The money I spoke about is real. It's not a metaphor. It's not wishful thinking. It is a financial release with purpose. Provision assigned to your name. A transfer of wealth that is meant to serve something greater than comfort. It's meant to serve your calling. But I will not place what is holy into hands that are still clinging to fear. That's why I'm pruning your mindset. I'm stripping away lies you've believed for too long, lies that told you you'll never have enough, that you're not worthy, that wealth is not for you. None of those things came from me. I am the God who provides. I am the God who multiplies. I am the God who releases seed to the sower. And I will not let you live in lack when I've called you to live in legacy. You've been living under ceilings that I never put over you. Ceilings built by fear, by pain, by experiences that taught you not to trust, not to hope, not to expect too much. But I am removing those ceilings now. I'm breaking the limits. I'm tearing down the walls that have boxed you in. You will no longer live as if my promises were only for others. You will no longer wonder if you're forgotten. You will walk in the full truth of who I say you are. Chosen, anointed, set apart, blessed. Comment 555. If you believe the limits are being broken off your life, I'm not just releasing money. I'm releasing strategy, insight, wisdom, doors that no man can shut, the kind of favor that makes no sense to the world but carries the stamp of heaven. But you must hear this. It will come through listening. It will come through a soft heart and a willing spirit. Not striving, not manipulation, just trust, just surrender. Just saying yes when I speak, even when it's inconvenient, even when it stretches you. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. There are things I want to build through you that require more than survival money. I want to release builder-level resources. I want to fund the vision I gave you when you were young, the one you almost gave up on. I want to finance that ministry idea, that business with kingdom impact, that book, that outreach, that move, that mission. But I cannot release that level of provision into a heart that's still wrestling with disbelief. I'm not angry with your doubt. I understand your wounds. I saw where people failed you, where promises were broken. I know why you find it hard to trust again. But I am not like them. I am not man. I don't make promises I don't intend to fulfill. If I said I would bless you, I will. If I said I would open doors, I will. If I said I have more for you, I do. But faith must rise above fear for the blessing to take root. Let me speak this directly to your soul. You are worthy of receiving. You are worthy of abundance. You are worthy of living free from financial anxiety. Not because of what you've done, but because of who I am and how I love you. I'm not looking at your past. I'm looking at your faith. I'm looking for hearts that are open, surrendered, and willing to carry the weight of what I'm pouring out. This blessing I'm releasing is also for healing. Financial stress has stolen too many of your peaceful nights. It has placed a strain on your relationships. It has caused shame to sit in the back of your mind, even as you've tried to worship. I want to end that cycle. I want you to rest again. I want you to breathe deeply, to trust fully, to live like someone who knows they're cared for. That's what this release is about. That's what this moment is pointing to. But the time is short. That's why I've said 11:59 p.m., because spiritual moments often have physical markers. I am not speaking in riddles. I am setting a divine reminder that when the clock nears midnight, something will pass. And I don't want you to miss it. I want you awake. I want you ready. I want you present. This is not the time to say, maybe later. This is the time to say, God, I'm listening. God says, your miracle has finally arrived. Your angel is not allowing you to skip this message at any cost, so listen carefully before it's too late. This moment you are standing in is not ordinary. This is sacred ground. Heaven has leaned in closer. The angels are holding their breath because what you do with this right now will shape what happens next. Do not scroll past this. Do not allow distraction to steal what was sent directly to you from the throne of God. If you skip this, you may miss the very thing you've been crying out for in the dark. Listen until the very last word, because your breakthrough is not somewhere far off, it is here. It has arrived. Comment, Amen, if your spirit knows this is for you. The struggle, the silence, the waiting, the wondering if heaven had forgotten, none of it was in vain. I saw every tear you cried. I heard your whispered prayers in the middle of the night. I felt the weight you carried when no one else knew you were breaking. And now I, the Lord your God, tell you this. It is finished. The delay is over. Your miracle is here. You are not waiting anymore. It is waiting for you. This is not just another ordinary moment. This is divine alignment. The pain you carried was real, but so is the promise I gave you. Your angel has been fighting through resistance, through darkness, through confusion, just to bring this to you. Heaven has not overlooked you. You have always been seen. And I have come to remind you that I have not forgotten what I promised you in the valley. I never speak a word I will not fulfill. I know the enemy tried to convince you to give up. I know you felt worn, tired, and alone. But I was with you the whole time. I have been walking beside you even when you couldn't feel me. I have been protecting you from battles you didn't even know were coming. And now the time has come. I am stepping in. I am changing the story. I am turning the pages you thought were torn beyond repair. Comment 1111 if you believe this is your moment. I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I am the God who parts seas, who brings fire by night and cloud by day. I am the God who walks into fiery furnaces and shuts the mouths of lions. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. And I have chosen you. Yes, you, not by accident. Not because you are perfect, but because I love you, because you are mine, because I see what others overlook. You are favored, and your favor will now be revealed. The miracle you are about to walk into is not because of your strength, but because of my mercy. It's not because of your perfection, but because of my grace. It's not because you earned it, but because I chose to give it. You have stood when others would have quit. You've held on when it didn't make sense. And now I will honor your endurance. I will reward your faith. I will make beauty from what the enemy tried to destroy. There were moments you almost gave up. I saw that. There were days you couldn't lift your head. I was there. You felt invisible, forgotten, overlooked. But I never turned away from you. Not once. My eyes were on you when no one else understood, and I have come to say now is your time. You didn't miss it. You're not too late. You're not too broken. You're not too far gone. I can still do more than you ever imagined. The doors that slammed shut in your face were never meant to hold you. I had to close them to protect you from something you couldn't see. The silence was not rejection, it was preparation. The waiting was not punishment, it was timing. And now, all of it is coming together. All of it is being made new. I am the God who restores. I am the God who brings life from dust. I am the God who makes a way where there is no way. You prayed for a miracle. You waited for the blessing. And now, your angel is delivering it. You will see what I promised you. You will hold what you've been waiting for. But I need your heart to stay open. I need your eyes fixed on me. Don't let fear steal this moment. Don't let past pain cloud the beauty of what I'm doing now. Look again, hope again, believe again, because this time it's real. Stay strong, my child. You were not created to break. You were created to overcome. You were not chosen to suffer endlessly. You were chosen to rise. You were born to carry light, not live buried in darkness. This battle did not come to end you. It came to reveal what's inside you, and more importantly, who walks with you. I am not distant. I am not silent. I am right here, and I am moving now. If this speaks to your heart, like this video to declare you receive it. The people who turned their backs on you, I saw it. The betrayal, the lies, the abandonment I will repay. You don't need to fight that battle anymore. You don't need to carry the weight of proving yourself. I will make it known who my hand is on. I will lift you in front of the same people who doubted you. Not for pride, but to show my glory through your life. To prove I am still the God who lifts the lowly and humbles the proud. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are right where I need you to be. And now, you will see why it had to happen this way. You will see why I allowed the storm, the delay, the silence, because what I am bringing to you will not only bless you, it will bless generations after you. Your obedience is birthing legacy. Your pain is birthing purpose. Your miracle is not just for a moment, it is for eternity. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Let your faith rise, even if all you have left is a whisper. That's enough. I hear you. Heaven hears you, and all of it is shifting now. The ground beneath your feet is not shaking to destroy you, but to break open what was buried. I am calling forth dreams again. I am waking up hope again. I am restoring joy again. The night season is ending. The new day is here. Let it in. And none of it was wasted. I have collected your tears. I have counted your sleepless nights. And I have recorded every cry that left your lips. This is why your miracle had to arrive now. Not a moment earlier. Not a day later. Because this is the hour your heart is finally ready to carry what I am placing into your hands. Comment 222 if you trust me with your timing. You felt like life passed you by. Others were moving forward while you were stuck. You saw people get things you prayed for. You watched doors swing open for others while you sat in silence. But I was never ignoring you. I was shielding you. I was teaching you something more valuable than speed. I was teaching you trust. I was building your faith not in the outcome, but in me. Because what I have for you isn't just a blessing, it's a calling. And you needed roots to hold it. This miracle isn't just about answered prayers. It's about identity. I am not just giving you things. I am reminding you who you are in me. You are not your mistakes. You are not the failures you keep replaying in your mind. You are not what people said you were. You are not who your past tried to define you as. You are chosen. You are redeemed. You are loved deeply, fully, eternally. And no shame can erase that truth. You are still worthy of what I'm about to do, not because of what you've done, but because of who I am. Some of you have lost people along the way. People you thought would be there forever. People you built your future around. And when they left, it felt like the foundation cracked beneath your feet. I know how much it hurt. I know you still carry pieces of those goodbyes inside your heart. But let me speak this into your spirit. I remove what cannot walk with you into your purpose. I separate you from what will sabotage your blessing. Not everything that starts with you is meant to finish with you. What you think was a loss, I see as protection. There are people you prayed to keep, and I allowed them to walk away, not to punish you, but to make room for what's coming. You cannot bring everyone into your next. Some are attached to the version of you that no longer exists. And I am raising you into something higher, something stronger, something sacred. They wouldn't have understood it. They would have tried to talk you out of it, so I removed them with mercy. Comment 333 to declare your faith in what's ahead. You've battled thoughts you didn't tell anyone about. You've smiled when inside you were barely hanging on. You've encouraged others while wondering who would ever see your pain. I saw it all. I never looked away, not once, even when you felt unworthy. Even when you made choices that broke your own heart. I stayed. I covered you. I carried you through storms that should have destroyed you. And I didn't do it so you would stay stuck in regret. I did it because I have more for you, and I always will. You've wondered if you missed your chance, if maybe you messed up too badly, if maybe what you lost was your only shot. But my child, listen carefully. What I give is not fragile. My purpose is not undone by your failure. My love is not based on your perfection. I build from broken places. I bless in the middle of storms. I redeem what no one else would dare to touch. Your miracle is not late. It's right on time. I know the road has been long. You've been carrying weights no one else saw. You've been showing up every day while your heart felt like giving out. But I'm proud of you. Yes, I, the Lord of hosts, say this with joy. I am proud of you. Not for being perfect, but for staying, for believing, for trying again when quitting seemed easier. I have seen your faith in secret, and now I will reward you openly. This next season is not just restoration, it is elevation. I am lifting you, I am positioning you. The same hands that shaped the stars are now placing your steps. And where you're going, no one will be able to take credit but me. They will look at you and see the mark of my favor. They will ask, how did this happen? And you will answer, only God. That is how powerful this miracle will be. That is how undeniable my hand on your life will become. You are entering a time where prayers that once felt impossible will suddenly become your reality. Not because you forced it, but because you finally surrendered it. You let go. You trusted me. Even when it made no sense. Even when the silence got loud. Even when the answer seemed delayed. And now, I am honoring that faith. I am moving in ways that will leave you in awe. Get ready. Not just to receive, but to carry it with joy. You're not walking into this miracle as the same person who once doubted it. You've grown. You've matured. You've let go of things that weighed you down. You've fought for peace. You've chosen me even when you didn't feel me. And now you are stepping into what I've always had for you. This is not random. This is not accidental. This is the fulfillment of the word I whispered to your spirit long ago. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. You forgot it, but I never did. Even when you felt far, I kept working. Even when you stopped praying, I kept planning. Even when you gave up, I kept writing your story. And now, the page is turning, the chapter is shifting, and joy is coming in like a flood. You will laugh again. You will dance again. You will breathe without heaviness again. The days of just surviving are over. You will now live fully, freely, abundantly, not because you earned it, because I decided it was time. I listened when no one heard you. I comforted you when no one came through. And now, I am lifting you. What felt like a lifetime of silence is about to break open with the sound of answered prayers. This is not just your miracle. This is your turning point. Comment 555 if you believe the shift has already begun. You may have wondered why it took so long, why your life seemed paused while others were running ahead. You saw people who didn't even seek me receive what you begged for. You asked why I let the pain stretch this far. But what you didn't see is what I was working on while you waited. I wasn't just preparing the blessing, I was preparing you. I didn't want you to simply receive it, I wanted you to be able to hold it, grow it, and carry it forward. The miracle I'm releasing in your life isn't temporary. This isn't a quick fix or emotional high. What I'm placing in your hands now is lasting. It has weight, it has purpose, it carries destiny. And because of that, I had to let the fire refine you. I had to let the pressure shape you. I had to let the delay build something unshakable inside of you. What felt like me being distant was actually me being deeply involved in every detail. You are not stepping into this new season empty. You are bringing everything you've learned, everything you've endured, and every moment you clung to me when it would have been easier to run. All of it is part of the foundation I've built beneath your feet. You are not who you used to be. That version of you would have settled. That version of you would have doubted. But you have been made new, and now you're ready to walk into the fullness of what I've had for you all along. You've cried out for clarity. You've asked me to show you what's next. You've begged for direction when the way felt blurred. And now, I will lead you clearly. No more wandering in confusion. No more second-guessing your worth or your place. I will speak, and you will know it's me. I will guide you, and doors will open without striving. I will cover you with favor so thick it will silence every lie the enemy ever tried to whisper into your spirit. Comment 1212 to agree that God is revealing the next step for you. You are chosen, not just for comfort, but for calling, not just to receive, but to carry my glory. You've been marked by my presence, and that mark cannot be erased by man, by failure, or by fear. I placed something inside of you that no loss can take and no storm can drown. I made you to walk through fire and come out refined. I created you to survive waves others sank under. And now, I will use you to shine light where others can't see a way forward. Your story is not too messy for me. Your past is not too broken for my plans. There is nothing you've done that I cannot redeem. The enemy has tried to keep you bound in shame, thinking you weren't worthy of the future I designed for you. But I say to you now, the chains are broken, the weight is lifted. The old labels don't belong to you anymore. Walk forward, lift your head. You are not disqualified. You are called. I'm not asking for perfection. I'm asking for surrender. I'm not asking you to figure it all out. I'm asking you to follow me one step at a time. You don't need to perform for my love. You already have it. You don't need to prove your worth. I already declared it. You don't need to earn my favor. You walk in it. This miracle coming your way, it's not something you're chasing. It's something that's chasing you. Get ready for the overflow. Not just in things you can see, but in the peace that comes when you know I am with you. In the strength that comes when you stop carrying it all alone. In the joy that rises for no other reason than knowing I'm working behind the scenes. You're about to laugh in places where you used to cry. You're about to rise in places where you once sank. You're about to find doors where there were only walls before. Let them talk. Let them doubt. Let them assume you're not who I say you are, because what I'm doing next in your life will not require their approval. I don't need them to agree in order to move. I don't wait on permission. I am God. I open doors no man can shut. I make rivers in deserts. I bring water from rocks. I breathe life into dry bones. And I have spoken over you. You are my child. The pain, the pressure, the loss, none of it will be wasted. I will use it. I will redeem it. I will turn what was meant for evil into a testimony that shakes the lives of others. You've asked me to use you. You've prayed to be a light. And now, I will answer that prayer in ways you never saw coming. I will put words in your mouth that break chains. I will put healing in your hands. I will put authority in your steps. Because you are not just being blessed, you are being called. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. This is why the fight was so intense. This is why the warfare never seemed to end. The enemy wasn't just attacking your peace, he was trying to block your purpose. He saw what you didn't see yet. He saw the weight of what I placed inside you, but he lost. You're still standing. You're still here. And that means it's not over. It's just beginning. You questioned if I still had a plan for you. But even in those moments, when your faith was hanging by a thread, I was working. I was defending you, healing you, building something greater behind the scenes. Comment 777 if your heart believes that God has always been working for you. You don't realize how close you came to giving up right before everything started to shift. The enemy wanted to wear you down. He tried to make you numb, to silence your worship, to make you feel unseen. But your silence didn't mean I wasn't near. Your questions didn't push me away. I was holding you through it all. And now, you are closer than you've ever been to what I promised. The heaviness is lifting. The breakthrough is unfolding. The answer is not delayed anymore, it's being delivered. I am the same God who brought Joseph from the prison to the palace. I am the same God who took David from the field to the throne. I am the same God who opened Sarah's womb, who raised Lazarus from the grave, who fed thousands with just a few loaves, and I have not changed. If I did it before, I will do it again, and this time I will do it for you. What I am releasing into your life now is not small. It's not partial. It's complete. It's the kind of miracle that carries evidence of my glory, so undeniable that even those who doubted you will see it and believe. You're not waiting anymore. You're being positioned. Every setback, every delay, every detour was part of a bigger plan. You were never falling behind. You were being set apart. The wilderness wasn't to punish you. It was to prepare you. I needed you to walk through that place so your heart would be ready for what's coming. I had to show you who I am before I could reveal what I'm giving. Now, you've seen me in the fire. You've met me in the silence. And that encounter has changed you forever. Comment 999 if you believe the wilderness made you stronger, not weaker. I know you've been misunderstood. You've been judged by people who never saw the weight you carried. They looked at your struggle and called it weakness. They saw your pause and called it failure. But I know the truth. I know what it took for you to stay. I know how hard it was to believe when nothing around you supported that belief. I know how loud the enemy's voice became, and yet you still whispered my name. That matters to me more than you know. I have not forgotten what I spoke over your life. I have not taken back my promise. You may feel like you're too far gone or too broken to be used, but those are lies. I do. My greatest work in the most broken places. I shine brightest through people who know what it feels like to be shattered, and I rebuild what man thought could never stand again. Your life will be proof of my power. Not because you never struggled, but because you did, and you came through with me. You will soon look back on this season not with bitterness, but with gratitude. Because you will see how it all fit together. You will understand why some doors never opened. You will understand why some people had to walk away. You will understand why it took as long as it did. And in that moment, joy will fill the places that used to ache. Peace will take the place of fear, and praise will rise from the very same heart that once questioned me. This miracle is not just about changing your life, it's about changing your legacy. Your children will be blessed because of your obedience. Your family will be covered because of your prayers. Generations will be different because you chose to stand firm in faith when everything around you was falling apart. This is bigger than you think. It's not just about what I'm doing for you, but what I'm doing through you. You are a carrier of my promise. You are a reflection of my faithfulness. You are an example of what happens when someone surrenders everything and still chooses to trust. This kind of trust doesn't come easy. It's built through trials. It's shaped in the furnace. But it's the kind of trust that can move mountains, and it's the kind of trust I reward. There's a table I've prepared for you in the presence of your enemies. There's a fresh anointing coming upon your life. There is favor being released that no man can stop. You will walk into rooms you once prayed to enter. You will see doors open without striving. You will speak and chains will break, because I am with you, and my presence goes before you. This miracle is yours, not because you fought harder than others, but because you stayed close to me when it hurt. You didn't let pain drive you away. You didn't let confusion blind you. You didn't let time make you bitter. You held on, even if barely, and that is enough. That kind of faith moves heaven. That kind of trust shifts everything. Your angel was sent on assignment to guard this moment. That's why you couldn't scroll past this. That's why something in your spirit stirred when you heard these words. Because this is not random. This is not scripted. This is holy. You are standing on the edge of answered prayers. You are standing at the door of divine release. Don't turn back now. Don't doubt now. You are too close. You gave even when you had nothing left. You stayed kind when bitterness would have been easier. And now I say to you, I am about to reward what no one else saw. I am about to honor the quiet strength you carried in secret. Comment 1010. If your heart has ever whispered, God, please don't forget me. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily, and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The world tried to tell you that you're behind, that you missed something, that you should be farther along by now. But I am not rushed by time. I do not measure your worth by your pace. I do not compare you to anyone else. What I have for you is not delayed, it is preserved. I've been keeping it safe until the moment your spirit was strong enough, your heart open enough, and your faith ready enough to carry it well. And that moment is now. You've been walking through a place that felt empty, a place where nothing seemed to grow, where prayers echoed back in silence. But I am about to fill that empty place with purpose. I am about to flood it with life. The dry ground is about to bloom. You are standing at the edge of a field that looked like it was dead, but underground I've been working. I've been planting roots, preparing harvest, making sure that when the time comes it won't be a trickle, it'll be an overflow. I need you to understand something deeply right now. You are not forgotten. Not by me. Not ever. I etched your name into the palm of my hand. I designed every part of you with intention. You are not too much. You are not too broken. You are not too late. The shame that has tried to cling to you for years is breaking off right now. The lies you believed about your worth are being silenced by my truth. You are mine, and I take care of what belongs to me. This is not the end. This is not your final chapter. I know you've had moments where you wondered if your best days were behind you. I know you've looked at your life and thought, is this it? But let me be clear, I am not finished writing your story. What's coming next will not only surprise you, it will restore you. The years you lost, the relationships that fell apart, the moments that broke your spirit, I will redeem every one of them. Comment 1515. If you still believe your story isn't over. There is a version of you that is rising now, a version that knows peace no matter the storm, a version that doesn't question their worth anymore. A version that walks with boldness, not because they have it all together, but because they know I go before them. I am awakening the part of you that almost gave up. I am breathing life into the part of you that shut down just to survive. You are not surviving anymore, you are stepping into divine life. You've asked me to fix the things around you, but now I am restoring what's within you. The joy that once came easily but was buried under years of disappointment, I'm bringing it back. The dreams you let go of because they felt impossible, I'm calling them back into your heart. The strength you thought was gone, it's returning. Not because you forced it, but because I'm filling you again. I am your source, not your job, not your relationships, not your bank account. Me. I am your provider, your protector, your peace, your strength. And when you remember that, everything changes. You don't have to chase what I already planned for you. You don't have to fight to be seen when I've already called you chosen. You don't have to carry the world on your back. That was never your job. I am God. Let me carry you. You've been trying to be strong for everyone. You've been pouring out and giving your all, but inside you felt empty. You've wanted someone to see how tired you were. Someone to ask how you're really doing. Let me tell you, I see you. I know what it costs you to keep showing up. I know how hard it's been to keep trusting. And I am here, not just to refill you, but to renew you. To remind you that you don't have to do it all alone. There is healing coming. Deep healing. Not just for your body, but for your mind, for your emotions, for the wounds you never told anyone about. The kind of healing that makes you feel whole again. That makes you breathe again without heaviness. That makes you wake up excited, not exhausted. I know the trauma, the heartbreak, the betrayal, and I will not let it define you. I will heal what broke you. I will rebuild what they tried to tear down. Let the world say what it wants. Let them misunderstand you. Let them talk. None of it will stop what I'm doing in your life. You don't need to clear your name, I will. You don't need to chase validation, I've already chosen you. You don't need to earn love, you have it, fully and freely, from me. And when you live from that truth, nothing can shake you. No weapon formed against you will prosper. No lie will hold power. No failure will stop the promise. I am lighting up the path ahead of you. You won't walk in circles anymore. You won't be stuck. You won't question every step. My spirit will guide you. My peace will confirm the way. You'll begin to feel clarity where confusion lived. You'll begin to sense when to say yes, when to walk away, when to wait, when to run forward. You're not walking blind. You're walking with me, and I never lead my children into defeat. I brought you here because I love you too much to let you keep carrying this pain alone. I've heard your silent prayers. I've felt the weight in your chest. I've seen the moments where you smiled in front of others but broke down in secret. And I need you to know I have not turned away from you, not for 1 second. Comment 1717 if something inside you knows this is not a coincidence. Every tear you've cried has been seen. Every moment you wanted to give up has been noted in heaven. And now I say to you, help is coming. The shift is already in motion. You may not feel it yet, but trust me, the wheels of heaven are turning. The storm is passing. The struggle is not your end. What felt like the hardest season of your life is about to become the proof that I was with you all along. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase just 9 words long that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. There were prayers you whispered that you thought I didn't hear. You prayed with a voice that shook from exhaustion. You didn't know if the words even reached me, but they did. And not only did I hear them, I remembered them. I held on to them. I've been answering them in ways far deeper and better than what you imagined. What you're about to receive is not just a response, it's a revelation of how much I care for you. You don't have to keep pretending to be strong all the time. I never asked you to carry the weight of the world. I never expected you to fix everything or be everything for everyone. That burden was never yours. Come to me, even broken. Come to me, even confused. Come to me, even when your faith feels weak. I'm not looking for performance. I'm looking for surrender. Just be real with me. That's all I've ever wanted. The world celebrates outward strength, but I look at the heart, and what I see in you is beautiful. I see someone who has stayed faithful when it didn't feel worth it. Someone who kept loving when love wasn't returned. Someone who kept showing up even when it hurt. That kind of quiet faithfulness is powerful in my kingdom. That kind of endurance is rare. And now, I'm bringing restoration to every part of your life that's been stretched thin. This isn't just about material blessings. Yes, provision is coming. Yes, you'll see financial answers. Yes, the right doors will open. But beyond all that, I am restoring what money could never buy. Your peace, your joy, your sleep, your strength, the deep calm in your spirit that can't be shaken by what's happening around you. That is what I'm returning to you now. The kind of peace that guards your heart like armor. Comment Amen if your soul is ready to receive peace that doesn't come from this world. I see the moments you feel forgotten, like others are moving forward and you're stuck in the same place. But hear me, delay is not denial. If I've made you wait, it's only because I'm preparing something greater than you can see. What I've promised is still alive. You haven't missed it. You haven't fallen behind. You are not too late. You are right on time for what I am releasing in this season. Sometimes I allow things to be removed from your life because they cannot stay where I'm taking you. I know you didn't understand the ending. I know it hurt when they left, when that chapter closed, when that dream faded. But I see what you cannot. I know what would have harmed you later. I know what would have distracted you or pulled you from your purpose. Trust me with what I took, because I'm making room for what's coming. This next part of your life is not going to look like the last. You've learned too much, grown too deep, and been through too much not to step into something greater. You've walked through fire, but the fire didn't consume you. It refined you. You've wrestled with doubt, but it didn't win. It only made your faith real. You've lost things, yes, but you've gained something that can't be taken, a closeness with me that only came from the struggle. I am about to reveal purpose in the very areas where you felt the most pain. You will look back and say, "Now I see why it had to happen that way." You will thank me for the no's, the closed doors, the seasons of silence, because they led you here, to this moment, to this miracle, to this revelation of my love for you. What once felt like rejection will turn into redirection. What once felt like loss will be seen as protection. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not forgotten. You are not cursed. You are not behind. You are chosen. You are loved. You are anointed. You are held. My presence has never left you, and it never will. There's nothing you can do to lose my love. There's no darkness that can drive me away. I am not afraid of your mess, your questions, or your failures. I am right here, steady, strong, unshaken. You're not just going to survive. You're going to thrive. You're going to walk into rooms and feel peace again. You're going to dream again and believe it's possible. You're going to feel excited about life again. Because I'm not done writing your story. In fact, I'm just getting started. And what's ahead is more beautiful than anything you left behind. And you were right. I was there through it all, every tear, every unanswered question, every moment of silence when you felt alone. I never left your side. I've been holding you when no one else could. I've been lifting you when you had no strength to move. And now, I'm carrying you into the season you've been waiting for. Comment 222 if you trust God to carry you through the next part of your journey. You thought you were forgotten because the silence lasted longer than expected. You thought I had moved on to others who looked more qualified, more holy, more worthy. But I need you to hear me clearly. I never stopped choosing you. You were never a second thought. You were never overlooked. Even when you lost sight of me, I never lost sight of you. I have been weaving together every broken piece of your story for a greater purpose than you can see right now. The miracle that is arriving is one that you almost gave up on. You buried it. You stopped praying for it. You let it go because it hurt too much to hold on to hope. But even when you stopped believing, I kept building. I kept preparing, because my plans for you don't die just because you grew weary. I am faithful even when you are tired. And now, what was delayed will be delivered. You will not recognize yourself when you look back a few months from now. Not because you've changed on the outside, but because of what I will do in your heart. The anxiety that held you in fear will be gone. The heaviness that sat on your chest will be lifted. The doubts that whispered in your mind will lose their power. I am restoring your joy. I am renewing your strength. I am breathing fresh hope into your soul. You've cried out for me to do something new. But before I changed your situation, I needed to change your perspective. You kept asking me to open doors, but I was trying to open your heart. You wanted the breakthrough, but I wanted the deep healing. And now, because you've allowed me into the places you tried to hide, I can finally do what I've been waiting to do, bless you completely. Comment 333 to declare your faith is alive and growing stronger. A neuroscientist says yes. A 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are not here to just survive, you are here to live with purpose. You are here to shine. The enemy tried to bury your gifts under discouragement. He tried to cover your calling with shame. But I'm uncovering it all now. The light inside of you is too bright to be hidden any longer. You're not too broken to be used. You're not too late to begin again. I will take what you thought was disqualified and use it to display my power. Get ready to see things come together quickly. What didn't move for years will start to shift. What didn't make sense will suddenly become clear. I'm not only opening doors, I'm opening your eyes. You'll begin to understand why it all took time. You'll see how the pain positioned you. You'll feel how I protected you, even in disappointments. This is your season of revelation, restoration, and release. People who counted you out are about to witness what happens when I step in. Not for your glory, but for mine. I'm going to make it undeniable that I was the one who lifted you. I was the one who brought you through. I was the one who provided when no one else knew your need. You won't have to explain yourself. Your life will speak for itself. You won't have to prove your worth. My favor will do it for you. You asked me for peace, and now I am filling you with it. You asked me for a fresh start, and I am giving it to you. You asked me to show you that you're not alone, and here I am speaking straight to your heart. I will never grow tired of reaching for you. I will never withhold good from you. Every promise I've made is still alive. Every word I spoke still stands. You were made for more than cycles of fear, regret, and survival. You were made for joy. You were made to carry light into dark places. You were made to walk in freedom, not just talk about it. And I'm setting you free from everything that's tried to convince you otherwise. Free from guilt, free from shame, free from the pressure to be someone you're not. I am doing a deep work in you, one that will last. You'll notice the weight feels lighter in the coming days. That's me. You'll notice the noise in your mind start to quiet. That's me too. You'll feel a stillness in your spirit that you haven't felt in a long time. That's not coincidence, it's my peace. I am rebuilding you from the inside out, and no one will be able to take credit for it. It won't be your effort. It won't be their approval. It'll be me. Hold on to the promise, not the problem. I know it's hard to wait when everything feels uncertain. I know it's tempting to give in to doubt. But I need you to stand firm in this. What I started, I will finish. What I promised, I will deliver. What I spoke, I will fulfill. My word is not like man's word. It doesn't expire. It doesn't return void. It will do what I sent it to do. You are about to witness the goodness of God in the land of the living, not just one day, not just in eternity, but now, here, in this season, in your real, everyday life. I'm not waiting for you to become perfect. I'm blessing you because you're mine. I'm moving because your heart is open. I'm stepping in because your spirit is ready. I've never stopped loving you. I've never changed my mind about you. You're still called, still chosen, still in my hands, and everything you've been through, all of it is turning for your good. When you whispered my name through the tears, I heard every word. When you didn't have the words to say, I understood the cry in your spirit. You weren't abandoned. You weren't forgotten. You were being kept, carried, covered. Comment 1111 if you believe God has been carrying you all along. The enemy wanted you to think you were alone. He tried to wear you down with delay, with fear, with repeated disappointment. He wanted you to get tired of waiting, so you'd settle for less than what I promised. But you didn't give in. Even when your hands were trembling and your heart was tired, you still waited. You still believed, maybe not perfectly, but sincerely. And that kind of faith moves my heart. I know it didn't make sense. I know you asked, why me? More times than you could count. You saw others succeed while you stood still. You watched people walk into rooms you prayed just to be noticed in. And through it all, I was watching you. Not waiting for you to be perfect, just present, just willing. And you were. That's why this moment is so sacred. Because now, I'm giving back what life tried to steal. Now I'm restoring what was broken in the process. You will feel whole again. The version of you that you thought was gone, joyful, hopeful, light is returning. But this time, it's deeper. It's stronger. It's rooted in truth, not in circumstances. You're not going back to who you were. I'm not taking you backward. I'm launching you into something new, something greater, something that couldn't have come without the struggle. You've been prepared in hidden places. You've learned to pray in private. You've learned to trust without the crowd. And now I will bring you into a season of visible favor, not to glorify you, but to glorify me through you. You won't have to chase opportunities, they will find you. You won't have to force open doors, I will open them before you even get there. And when people ask how it happened, your answer will be simple: God did it. Comment, Amen, if you receive this season of visible favor. You're about to witness a complete turnaround in areas you almost gave up on. That relationship you thought was beyond repair, I'm bringing clarity and peace. That financial weight you've carried, I'm providing in ways you didn't expect. That sense of purpose you lost along the way, I'm reigniting it. I'm not just doing one thing, I'm doing many. I'm healing, providing, restoring, rebuilding, all at once. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life, but now you can reverse it. Say these 9 words, and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The pressure you've felt has been intense, I know. But that pressure was not punishment. It was the weight of transformation. Just like gold is refined by fire, you've been refined. You've been strengthened. And now, what comes next will rest on the foundation I've been building all along. You won't crumble. You won't fall apart. You'll rise, not by your own strength, but by mine. You've been faithful with little. You've praised me when it was hard. You've chosen gratitude when all you had were broken pieces. And now, I am trusting you with more. Because your heart stayed true, even when you were confused, even when you were disappointed, even when I said, "Not yet," you didn't walk away. And now I'm bringing you into a season where blessings will chase you down. Some will not understand this next part of your journey. They'll try to question how you made it through. They'll wonder why it's you being elevated. But you don't need to explain. You don't need to convince anyone. Let your fruit speak. Let your peace speak. Let your favor speak. What I'm doing in your life will be unmistakable. It will silence every doubt, every whisper, every false story the enemy ever planted in your mind. This miracle, it's not small. It's not ordinary. It's a redemption story. One only I could write. It's personal. It's detailed. It's exactly what you need. And it's arriving now. Yes, now. Not next year. Not someday. Now. Because the time is right. Because your heart is ready. Because the path has been cleared. I need you to stop rehearsing the pain. Stop replaying the moments that broke you. Stop wondering if you could have done something different. What's ahead of you is too important to live trapped by what's behind you. I've already forgiven you. I've already covered it. I've already worked it into your story. Now let me lead you forward. The burden you're carrying, put it down. My yoke is easy. My burden is light. I want to fill you again with joy, with peace, with laughter that comes from deep within your soul. You haven't lost the ability to smile, it's just been buried beneath the weight. But I'm lifting that now. I'm clearing the fog. I'm removing the weight. And I'm giving you beauty for ashes. A garment of praise instead of a spirit of heaviness. You're going to wake up soon and feel different. Not because your life became perfect overnight, but because something changed inside you. Hope will return. Joy will return. The desire to keep going will come back stronger than ever. That's my spirit at work in you. That's me bringing life to dry places. Your life matters more than you know. The impact you're going to make is bigger than you imagined. It's not just about you, it's about everyone your life will touch. That's why the fight has been so intense. That's why the attacks have been relentless. But the battle is shifting. The storm is clearing. And you are rising. Comment Amen if this speaks directly to where you are right now. You didn't imagine the battles. You didn't make up the heaviness. And you didn't exaggerate the pain. It was real. You were hit on every side emotionally, mentally, spiritually. The enemy tried everything to break your spirit. He came after your peace, your mind, your sense of worth. But I kept you. Even when you felt like you were slipping, I surrounded you. Even when you questioned everything, I still held your future secure. You don't even realize how many things I blocked on your behalf. The closed doors you cried over were protecting you from pain you didn't see coming. The relationships that didn't work out were saving you from heartbreak that would have shattered you. The detours you hated were leading you away from disaster. I have been doing more behind the scenes than you will ever know, not because you earned it, but because I love you. You see the delay, but I see the preparation. You see time slipping away, but I see the perfect moment unfolding. You see loss, but I see what I'm making room for. You've been looking at what's missing, but I've been preparing what's coming. I know it's been hard. I know you've questioned me, but you're still here, and that means the enemy didn't win. That means something in you still believes. And that belief, even as small as a mustard seed, is enough for me to move. Comment 555 if you're ready to step into what God has prepared. This miracle I'm bringing into your life, it will not come through striving. It won't come from you exhausting yourself trying to earn it. It will come from surrender, from resting in my presence, from letting go of the need to control every outcome. You've tried to hold it all together for so long. You've tried to be strong for everyone else. But now it's time for you to rest. Let me be your strength. Let me fight the battle. Let me carry what you can't. You're not weak for being tired, you're human. And I am your God. I'm not disappointed in you. I don't love you less when your faith wavers. I don't abandon you when your steps feel shaky. I draw closer. I speak softer. I cover you in grace. Because my love isn't based on your performance. It's based on who I am, and I am love. Perfect, faithful, unchanging love. This blessing that's arriving, it's not just an answer to prayer. It's a sign that I see you, that I know you, that I've been paying attention even when you felt overlooked. I've numbered your tears. I've watched every sacrifice. I've heard every prayer you whispered while everyone else thought you were fine. I know the cost. And now I'm bringing the reward. I am restoring years the enemy tried to steal. Time you thought was wasted redeemed. Opportunities you missed returning in better form. Strength you lost rising again. This is not the end for you. This is the unfolding of everything I promised, everything I prepared, and everything you hoped was still possible. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You are not invisible to me. Your heart is not too complicated for me. Your questions don't scare me. I don't flinch at your pain. I enter into it. I sit with you in the silence. I walk with you through the fire. I don't run from brokenness, I heal it. That's who I am. That's what I've always done. And I'm doing it for you right now, even as you read this. Let go of the fear that you're not enough. Let go of the fear that somehow you're failing me. You're not. You're learning to walk in faith, even when it's messy, even when it's slow, even when you feel unsure. That's real faith, the kind that trusts me in the dark, and that's the faith I respond to. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just need to take the next step, trusting that I'll meet you there. The blessings coming are not small. They are not surface level. They are deep. They are lasting. They will heal places that have ached for years. They will confirm every word I've spoken over your life. You will wake up with peace. You will walk with confidence. You will speak with authority, not because of who you are, but because of who I am in you. You are entering a season of answered prayers and open doors. relationships that reflect my love, opportunities that align with your purpose, peace that makes no sense to the world, provision that comes from unexpected places. This is your time to receive. You have sown in tears, now you will reap in joy. You'll begin to see it soon. Conversations will shift, doors will open, confirmations will come, your spirit will feel lighter, hope will rise without force. Things you used to worry about will lose their power. You won't be afraid to trust anymore, because you'll know, deeply know, that I am with you.